There's also a movie coming out with that title next year that's going to be really big. So we're like, we're going to call it seems like that's also going to be a blockbuster. I'm like, damn, like.
Brian Austin getting the greatest intro
there it is.
ever.
I absolutely love this film.
Get into that.
We're giving wrestler.
The one and only George Strombo.
Hello.
Hey, made it.
You were waiting for me, weren't you? You're like, where is she? Where's she?
We're going.
Frank Walker is a chart-topping DJ and producer who's rocked massive festivals like Tomorrowland and Ultra and dropped bangers that have lit up dance floors around the world.
But when he's not behind the decks, you might catch him not killing his dog, chilling with his dog, obsessing over sneakers.
With his signature melodic vibes and infectious energy, this Canadian powerhouse is about to take you on a journey you won't forget. Welcome, Frank Walker.
Thank you for having me.
You're not going to kill your dog. And just
outside that was a really good intro. I'm like, man, this found me really well. And then I almost killed my dog.
Like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
What?
This took a dark turn.
How are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Excellent.
You know,
Nice.
we are so into music right now. It's a vibe and it's a feeling. And I think it's bringing so much joy. I don't know what it is particularly now, but there's something special about it.
Something in the water, man.
Yeah.
We're going through your social, and this is a vibe with Click and Tell. So what we've done is we've gone through your social media. We've pulled out specific moments that we would love for you to talk about.
Yeah.
But the joy of going through yours specifically and following your journey is that all it is a joy. Like front to back, top to bottom, all over your socials, Instagram and TikTok, you creating music, you lighting up audiences everywhere you go. Is this just a light that comes from you? Do you get that energy by going out there? Or is this something that you got inside you that you're like, this is my vibe, this is what I've got to share with people?
I feel like I'm really lucky because dance music is generally pretty like happy and uplifting in general. And I feel like I try to get that across in my music. I like kind of big melodic stuff. So I feel it's kind of like a symptom of just what I've been surrounded by. And dance music crowds are usually pretty happy and appreciative. So I feel like it's kind of infectious. And I'm really lucky to be surrounded by that.
Nice.
We do these shows. Like, is there one particular one that, and this is a hard question probably, but that sticks out for you that was just like, I can't believe I did that?
There's a few of them. Obviously, I played Beld a couple times in Toronto, and playing for a hometown crowd is always going to be special because I have my friends there, and it's one of the biggest markets I've like grown up like performing in. So it's always going to be special. And then we just debuted a brand new stage in New York last Friday. So a lot of work and time went into that one. I'm still a little tired from it, but
so you debuted a brand new. Tell us about that.
So the stage was kind of this like ring portal of like LED and lights. It was like almost 10 feet tall or something. Been building it for a little while. And it was kind of inspired by my first album, Origin. We had this blue portal theme through it all. And it was kind of a physical representation of what was on the album. So it took a little bit to make, but the debut was amazing. A lot of programming and pre-production went into it. So special show for different reasons. Hometown crowd, a lot of fun. That one, tons of work went into it, but very fulfilling at the same time.
Like, do you, when you go to these shows, do you have like a vision of what you expect to happen? Or do you just kind of go out there and do your thing? Or is there a vision that you have?
It depends. Like this one, because we spent so long building it, I have like a really strong vision of what we wanted the show to look like and sound like, and what kind of inspired me to make it. Other times I'll go to random cities I've never been to before. Like if I was in Reno, Nevada a month ago, and no real expectations of what I have going into that. So I have like a big folder full of music, and I walk in, I'm like, I don't know what the room's going to want to hear, but I'm prepared. And that's so much fun about DJing is sometimes you don't know what you're stepping into. And a lot of it is reading the room and kind of going on a journey with the fans and saying like, hey, like I tried the song that I like, didn't go over well, but like I played this other random one that they did like, and like I'm going to kind of play more music down that lane. And I don't know, it's a fun experience for me to play those because it keeps me more on my toes.
Do you have like a formula for winning over a crowd?
Yeah, like what?
What's the secret sauce?
There must be that one song.
There's always a couple throwbacks. So like undeniably don't miss. Like I feel like not like a lot of my sets it, but like if you play like a Gimme 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 by ABBA or something, like generally like gets the crowd going, and if it doesn't, something's wrong with the crowd. Like if people don't react to a song that's a throwback like that, like something's wrong.
It's
always there's always a couple secret weapons though. It's like, hey, throwbacks, undeniable ones like that, or like an Avicii song or two always usually gets the crowd going for dance crowds. So
kind of goes to like this idea that you've got that there's like a real golden era. Right? Like there's a golden era for electronic music and house music. But can you describe to people like where you think that is and how you are tapping into that now?
Yeah. So for me, that was like kind of when I started DJing. I was going to University of Laurier. And in my 4th year, like all these big EDM artists crossed over to North America, like Avicii, Alesso, Swedish House Mafia. And I really fell in love with it then. I was just DJing kind of local bars. I played rugby at Laurier, and our team wasn't the best at the time. And I was playing house parties, and that kind of inspired me to be like, hey, maybe this is more fun than getting beat up every weekend just playing these songs. So for me, that's always going to be that like my peak golden era. And it's probably different for different people. But for me, it's like big vocals, big melodies, like in moments you can kind of sing along to, and that really stand out is like, hey, like I have a time and place where I first heard that. And that can kind of grow and evolve. Like I feel like that could be now for someone else. And hopefully my music that I'm making now kind of makes those memories for a next generation of fans coming into dance music.
Nice.
Do you taking requests from people? Is that a yay or a nay?
Kind of a nay.
It is. So someone comes and well, what do you say? Do you just say sure? Or?
Typically it's really loud, so like I can't hear you. It depends. If someone pulls up a phone, it's a song I like to play that kind of fits the vibe in my set. I'll do it. But once again, you go to a random city and someone will hold up a song that's just really left field, and I'm like, hey, there's no way this is going to fit into my set. And if I have Frank Walker fans that are there to see me, it's also going to feel random for them to kind of throw everything off. So it's really weird sometimes. People like, it's like, give someone like a birthday shout out. It's like, no, I feel like it's like some people don't get it. But for the most part, fans that show up to my shows are really good and really know the vision I want to play and the sound I've been known for. So less and less requests I feel are showing up, which I'm really grateful for.
I feel like it's involved too, the way it's a show. It's a real show. Before you just go down and dance and do your thing, but now it's actually an experience when you see the DJ.
Yeah, and I think that kind of is something that comes with maturing as an artist, and like as I get more known for the sound I like producing and making, and I feel like I found fans are kind of like in that same headspace as me that want to come for that same kind of vibe and atmosphere at a show. So I feel like the more I've grown as an artist, you get less requests going on, but definitely you show up random spots, and I don't know, you're in Vegas and obviously there's Frank Walker fans there, but also there's people that just came off the casino floor that are just walking to a venue, and we always joke. It's like they hold up like the Play Bad Bunny sign. It's like it was a thing for a while.
So I shouldn't make any requests. Like
you can. I'll make an exception. But
This was saying And so we got to get into your pictures, because there's so many epic moments in your timeline and so many stories we want to hear about. So go ahead and pick any one of these photos.
I believe this is in Marquee, Singapore. This would have been like.
Look at that crowd.
Do you know what it was? Like 4 or 5 years ago. It was a lot of shows.
It's a while back.
Pretty crazy show. I was there with Kygo. We did tour through Asia, and I think that was the last show we did. It's obviously a large club. It's really cool. There's like, you can't really see from that photo, but there's a full-on Ferris wheel at the back of the club that's maybe like 4 stories tall.
Unbelievable.
So you can get like on a Ferris wheel in the middle of the nightclub.
You mentioned in this series of pictures that this is one of the wildest like venues you've been to.
Yeah, it was just a really, I don't know if it was because like we were on a long tour through Asia, and it was the last one, and like I opened for Kygo and then he finished, and there was a resident that was about to go on. I'm like, hey, like, can I keep playing? And I played for probably I think a couple more hours afterwards, because it was like we had nothing else to worry about doing tomorrow, and it was fun. But crowd was amazing. Singapore's just a really cool city. There's like we stayed in that crazy hotel that's like the big kind of cruise ship looking thing on top, and like there's that big garden. I don't know, it's a good vibe all around. But Ferris wheel in a nightclub, I've never seen that one before. Really cool one.
Is there all these different venues around the world, all these different crowds around the world? She asked about anything that sticks out to you, but is there a city, a location that you've gone to and you've immediately been like, this is the energy I love. I could do this all the time.
I feel like Tokyo. I've been there a few times. And I don't know if it's just like the atmosphere when you go off the plane. It feels like you stepped into the future. The culture is really cool. The fans are great. Great in like an interesting way, because like culturally, like they don't like, people like sit down, but they're like really enjoying the stuff. Like it's like culturally appropriate to like jump around sometimes at these shows, or at least the arenas you can play with Kygo. I think maybe it's because like it's a big arena, everyone has to stay seated. Also because nightclubs you're allowed to stand afterwards. But
so they're sitting?
Yeah, for like the big arena shows where it's like 15,000 people, I think like law wise, like everyone needs to stay in their seats. So people are like sitting, kind of some standing, but I think for the most part they're pretty respectful and sit.
Yeah, but you can just tell that they're absorbing everything. They appreciate it.
Yeah.
And they'll play the after parties like at a nightclub after, and then people are standing there. But it's like a really cool contrast and energy. And I love like sushi. I love the environment there. I feel like Tokyo, whenever I see my management team talking about a Tokyo show, I'm like, I'll do it. Let's make it happen.
Imagine seeing Frank Wilder in Tokyo. You're wild.
You guys got to come to the next one.
He's on. Yeah, look, take it. Do you get to experience actually when you do travel? Do you get to experience the actual country or the city? Do you take the time, or is it in and out?
It depends on the city. Like that Kaigo tour, I think was also like we did Tokyo on the tour with Singapore, and I'm not sure what was that one, but one of them we did like 13 shows in a month through Asia. So for the most part, it's like show, fly, and sometimes do a couple of days off. I think we did a day off in Tokyo, so we got to explore a little bit. I think we did a day off in Philippines, in Manila, which is fun. I tried to find one of those like little weird eggs with like the but we couldn't find one. Trying to think we had like one more day off somewhere else, but for the most part, it's like in and out.
Go.
Got to experience a couple little cities.
I'll bring you some bullet next time we get together, so you can experience it.
Sound good. Yeah, we were there and like I asked the hotel at the front. They're like, yeah, we can go to like 7-Eleven and get you one. I'm like, I feel like that's not an authentic one, like a 7-Eleven bullet.
Yeah.
So next time I go back, I'll have to try to
for sure
try one.
That'd be great.
I like experimenting, trying interesting food while on the road.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that kind of grosses me out, but I'm like, I'm here and I need to try it.
Experience the culture for sure. Yeah. All right, maybe put more days into your schedule where you get to enjoy.
Yeah, it's hard though because like when you're over there, it's like this like back to back because then you got to get back to do other
That's
things,
a lot,
like
right?
Tour more here, get in the studio and finish albums.
But you got to put together your list of like, these are the restaurants that everyone's got to go to. Frank Walker's go to, like.
But he probably just wants to sleep, Carlos.
I do like food though. I'm quite a big foodie. So
Are you?
It's we've been debating like how we try to document that a bit more.
Yeah, that's great.
But half the time we're so hungry, we just get in there, and it's like halfway through the meal, my photographer's like, "Oh no, like I forgot to take photos of stuff beforehand." So, we'll get that on the to-do list for 2026.
100%.
That's it. Okay, if you pick another one, yeah.
I've got one of these.
Oh, I didn't mean to move that one, but yeah.
On to the first one. Oh, engagement. Here we go. This is me and my fiance Chanel getting engaged in Paris.
Exact date?
April. I need there's an exact date somewhere there.
I put you on the spot.
Pick up that bit out. It was in April.
What time? What day?
No, so I surprised her. We're at the Ritz in Paris. It was supposed to be raining, so I was like talking. Obviously, we had like a little flower arrangement figured out. I was talking to the event planner. It's supposed to be raining all morning, so they're like trying to be sneaky on a WhatsApp thread. Be like, do we move it inside? Do we move it out? Yeah. It all ended up working pretty amazing. And
it's a great shot too.
Married next year. So
next year. So are you getting a DJ for your wedding reception, or how does this work when you're a DJ?
We need to figure that out still. That's like kind of one of those ones where it's I don't think I'm allowed to at my own wedding.
No, I don't think
I'll get in trouble, but
after party.
Yeah, but I have some friends. I'm inviting her all DJs, like obviously on the same level as Kygo and Sampel and Griffin. There's a bunch of amazing DJs there that become friends with them. Loud Luxury that are all invited. So definitely, I think we'll have someone that's DJing who's like the DJ, but I'm expecting a lot of my friends are going to bring USB keys and hop on.
Go. Do you have a list of like, you can't play this song?
Yeah.
No, I feel like my friends all kind of know what they're doing. For me, like my sister just got married and I'm like, hey, don't give me an official set time. But the second you're there, it's like, hey, like now that I'm not supposed to be playing, I kind of want to. So I feel like it's the same for like all my friends. I'm like, hey, like not asking anyone to, but I feel like when you're not being asked to, you kind of want to a bit more.
Yes.
It's like, I want to get up there.
Yeah. Just some of the music, like when you have these moments in your life, right? Like it kind of changes you a little bit in the way you think. Does it influence your music or the type of music you pick?
A little bit. I think like from a songwriter perspective, obviously you get a different perspective, I guess. Do you notice that word on life, like being with someone who's like your person, you get to write about different life experiences because they're experiencing different parts of life. I think that's kind of reflected in some of the music I have coming up, like, and maybe it was a bit more somber before, and now it's a bit more like happy, or is a different kind of angle I'm writing from. Towards it definitely affects the creation process, I'd say.
Yeah, it's pretty. Pretty.
Let's see what we got.
I'm just gonna keep looking at this.
Yeah, this is what you wish.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, me and Josh Ross.
There you
this
go.
happened 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe 3. It's been a bit of a whirlwind the past 3 weeks.
Yes, I bet.
Yeah, so we have a single coming out Friday, Lay It On Me.
Yes, sir.
My boy Josh. It's really good. Everyone go check it out if this is airing after then.
Or anytime at all.
We spent 3 days in LA filming a music video out in the desert. The song is me and Josh and a singer named Norma Jean Martin. So yeah, we shot a music video, and then I had to go play a show in Vegas, and he had the day off. So me, Josh, and his manager hopped on a plane to Vegas and played the song in Vegas for a bunch of people at a pool party, and played his song. I made a little like remix of his song Single again. So I had a couple of Josh Ross moments in the set.
Oh, wow.
I had a good day. And then I had to leave him because I had to play in San Diego that night. So he stayed in Vegas for a few more hours than me.
Stop. What was the reaction like? Like, do you hesitate to get anxious, nervous, or maybe just more excited about when people are hearing for the very first time music that you've put together? Because this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Josh is a great artist too, right? Obviously, you guys collaborate really well. But when you were about to spin it for the first time, like what was going through your head?
It's definitely always a bit like anxious. Like obviously, I love the song, and that's why we're putting it out. But having for people in the audience having never heard a song before, it's always a bit like, oh, this is cool, but like I don't know how to sing along to it, and a lot of my set is sing along moments. So it's kind of like letting them experience it for the first time. I'll hop on the mic a bit more and be like, hey, you're the first people in the world to hear this, and do a bit more of a countdown and the build up to build up that excitement and get them more excited for the first time they're hearing it. But definitely always been nerve wracking. Like luckily there hasn't been any moments lately where it's flopped, but like I don't know. It's always the back of your mind. It's like, what if people don't like it? So that's part of being an artist, though. It's like,
100%.
And nothing's always, you can't read people's minds.
Do you know when something is a hit though? Like you have an idea like this is going to be it?
Sometimes I'll produce stuff like this one laid on me. Like when I first did my first version of production, I'm like, oh, this is really good. And then I've got to sit with it in my studio for like 2,000 more listens to get it finished. And at that point it's stuck in your head regardless. So like, I'm thinking it's still good, but I don't know. It's like, I feel like that first like studio session or two, kind of know. It's like, hey, this one feels really, really strong, or it's like, I'm really, really liking this one.
Do you get a special thrill from putting together something and then like sharing it with the artist who's going to sing on top of it, and they just find it to be delicious? Do you know what I mean? Like when they give you that reaction that you were hoping for?
I think it's definitely something to experience. Like this one, we had the instrumental done for quite a long time. And obviously being a duet, we had to find a female and a male singer.
Right.
And I felt really good about the song. Like, hey, we need to find the right people to track the record and cut it. And Norma and Josh both absolutely crushed it. And like kind of exceeded my expectations. Josh we were waiting on for a while because he's on tour and they're working on an album that went back on tour. So he's like, trust me, like I want to sing on this one. So we held out for him and he delivered. So I'm happy we did. But yeah, they both exceeded my expectations. Like amazing vocalists.
Awesome.
We have two more for you.
We have the one down here on the bottom.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dennis Rodman.
So
What is happening here?
This was at a horse race. We weren't even inside yet. Just kind of on the like outside, like waiting to get in front of like a red carpet. I think it was blue. The photographer's like, yeah, we're gonna get a photo really fast.
Yeah.
Wearing a little flamingo necklace my manager gave me, but I gave back to him. It was like a communal necklace. It was definitely an interesting moment. We didn't get a chance to talk a lot.
I was going to say, did you talk?
Not really. He's pretty intimidating too. It's
Really?
like, yeah,
Really?
he's tall and it's.
Were you a fan?
A little bit. Like I watched like there's that one doc on Netflix where it's like the Chicago Bulls run.
Yes,
I was saying who he was before that. I watched that bit, so I knew a bit more about him. But that one's not as crazy of a story as the other ones. It's more like we met
just
him
kind of met him in
a
photo.
I don't
What
know.
an interesting character, man.
I know. He should, So
He's got a pretty wild outfit. He's wearing like a shiny silver skirt.
I mean, you can't expect anything less, right? If he just showed up in some jeans and like a t-shirt, you'd be like,
like what song would describe him? I don't even know.
I don't know.
You got to collab. You got to get him on.
I know.
Put him on a track at some point.
Something.
I feel like he rap. I don't think he's a singer.
You do some spoken word. Tell some stories.
Great shot. I love it.
All right, we got one more here.
Oh, I mean Steve Aoki.
There you go.
It's at New City Gas in Montreal. Like a month and a half ago. The summer's been a bit of a blur. It was after Ilsonique Music Festival up there. So got to hang with Steve a bit before the show. His flight got delayed coming in, so he's got rushed. He ate dinner in the green room.
Yeah.
And then I had to go on. He's a really good dude. I feel like as far as people in the industry go, it's like he's probably one of the bigger ones and has like no ego and always remembers people, and he's super nice. We put a song out together during the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, that's also part of the reason why we included that in there. I mean, the idea that, you talk about the golden era, basically being a fan, and now you're doing the thing that you loved, that you were a fan of. When you get to meet these guys, these DJs, and even work with them, is like the child part of you, not the child part, but like the younger part of
The
you.
younger Frank.
So the younger Frank kind of just like freaking out.
No, it's definitely really cool. And he's just such an iconic one too. It's like, I feel like he's one of those DJs who's transcended dance music. And there's people like when I posted the flyer that was playing that after party with Steve, people like, oh my God, no way, it's Steve Aoki. And I played with like arguably bigger like people in the dance sphere, like Marshmello and Chainsmokers and Kygo are all up there, but didn't get the same reaction when people see Steve Aoki. Like, oh my God, it's Steve Aoki, because he's Steve. He's just like, he's such a iconic kind of personality.
There are like, you just mentioned people who have these personas, right? Whether it's like a costume or there's like something that they bring to the table where they are known as, that you can meme them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even Steve with like throwing cakes and stuff like that at the parties. Is the goal to, like you said, he's done, transcend the genre to get to a point where, because there are people who are like legends in the genre that maybe for the mainstream, they know that they've heard the song if you say the name, but they might not know as well as someone like Steve.
I think part of it, like some of them that have that kind of more mask, like I said, a Marshmello or a Dead Mouse, where they're kind of, their brand has become bigger than them as a person, because it's kind of like that iconic look that they have. And that's obviously transcending the genre for like one reason, which I'm not wearing a mask, so I don't think I can do. But I think it's cool to have your music kind of transcend outside that space. I think Diplo, someone who's done that really well. Like a lot of people know Diplo as like an artist and a person outside of his music. Obviously, he's had some massive hits, but I definitely think it's a cool way to cross over. And like for me, like I feel like my music's not super niche, and it's cool when people outside of a typical dance space reach out to me. It's like, hey, like I love this song for this reason, or whatever this other reason might be. And maybe they're not someone who's been to like an EDM show, or like a rave before. And it's cool to be able to connect with people outside of just like, hey, you made a really cool drop.
Like, who influences you? Like, is there people that you kind of looked up and kind of listened to and said, this is the kind of type of music I want to do?
Definitely. I mean, obviously there's the ones in the EDM space, like I said, like Avicii, Alesso, Swedish House Mafia. Obviously I've toured a ton with Kygo. And I think I'm gravitating to those artists because they have like really good songs that aren't necessarily just EDM songs. And that's why I like them. But even outside EDM, I listen to a lot of like folk music, alternative music.
No way.
Like, there's definitely kind of like a Western-y influence coming up on this album we're working on right now. Like I love Coldplay. I've seen like 6 times in concert.
Right. The best concerts ever.
Yeah. He's such a good performer, Chris Martin. So
is that like, would that be a dream collabo for you?
I think
what would be
if I was able to try with Coldplay, it'd be up there.
Yeah.
Like that'd be like probably the top. And obviously like he's not live anymore, like a Freddie Mercury collab would be insane, but that's obviously not going to happen. So Coldplay it is.
Coldplay. So then you tell Chris Martin, you're like, you're my second choice.
Yeah. Close second. Yeah.
What has it meant for you to have music in your life? I mean, it seems like this is a perfect fit for you and that you love it so much.
I feel like it's always kind of been around it. And I don't know, like when I started DJing in college, I'm like, hey, this is something really cool, a way to connect with people on, I don't know, like on a bigger, more emotional level. Just like, hey, like it's nice to meet you. And I feel like for me, like the coolest part is like when I do kind of touch people outside of like, just like hearing the song, like a lot of people like text me like, oh, like I go dancing, help me get through a really hard time. Or like people have tattooed my lyrics on them and send me photos. I'm like, whoa, it's like, this is crazy and cool, but maybe also make better life choices. I have a bunch of tattoos. So I can't really judge. But
they're great lyrics. It means something to them.
Yeah, it's really cool to affect people that way. And I think for me, all my favorite songs are moments like I've had in my life where it's like, hey, if I hear that song, I remember like where I kind of was when that song came out, like whether it be a Coldplay song or a dance song. And it's really cool to be able to do that for other people and kind of have that emotional connection with someone else who I've never met before. So I think that's kind of like one of the coolest things about being a performer and a producer.
Is there a moment where someone has like come up to you and told you one of their stories that's really moved you?
I played in New York recently at Brooklyn Mirage before it's now being demolished. I don't know if anyone knows. It's a big story that didn't get right permitting. Anyways, iconic club. There was a guy there wearing like a Missing You hoodie, the song I did with Nate Smith. And it was like really hot in this room. I'm like, this guy's insane. He's wearing a merch hoodie, and that somehow got to meet him backstage. One of his friends got backstage passes. And he, not for the song Missing You, but a song called Waiting with Stephen Puth, which is a bit more like a sad, emotional banger song is the way I would describe it. And I don't know what situation was, but he's like, I listened to that song 897 times last year. And he's like, it really helped me get through a tough period. I'm like, that's
Wow.
Yeah, I'm glad to like be able to like be there for someone like that, but that's also a lot. Like it's like listening to it more than I would listen to it while producing it. So it's just cool to be able to like hear those stories now, people that you've kind of touched and help people
Music
get through hard
homes
times.
people, right? Like music is it's a big, like I said right off the top, there's something about music right now that people are holding on to. It's almost like they're finding that joy through it too.
I also do love the idea of a Frank Walker playlist. It's just sad. It's called Sad Bangers. Sad Bangers.
But if they like music that has like a bit of like not too forced, like overly happy, like people feel emotions, and it's cool to be able to write about those and talk about them. And I don't know, it's like there's something kind of cathartic about experiencing those emotions. And even though with other songwriters and singers, like putting that into a song to get them out into the world is cool. It's a cool way to like experience them yourself and with other people.
You mentioned he listened to like 896 times. Is there a song that touched you that way where you just couldn't stop listening to it aside from Coldplay?
Sorry, Chris Martin.
And it might have been Chris Martin. I don't know. There's a few that like maybe inspired me more like a positive way. Like some of those like some of those Avicii ones, I just kind of have really good memories listening to. That kind of maybe not. I haven't listened to maybe 900 times, but ones that are I don't know emotionally just touch you in cool ways.
What about you? Has there been a song that you just listen to all the time? Because mine was "Mama Gotta Knock You Out" from LL Cool J.
Oh, that's motivation.
I don't know what it was, but I would just listen to it over. No,
She in her mind, she is always fighting people. She's always like
I just
talking
kept
everywhere.
listening to it over and over and over. I was
It's actually, like,
obsessed with
boxing
it.
now.
I don't know about anyone in particular. For me, a lot of it is about I like the music in music, if that makes sense. I listen to production a lot. So to the point where sometimes the song's lyrics are second or even third
really?
to me in terms of like, are the BPMs hitting me right now? Do I like the way the drum pattern is? Like that sort of thing. Like that's how I listen to things too. So that's also how your music hits me when I listen to it. And I can hear in it without you being too obvious about it, you know, those sort of legends that you talk about. I can go, oh, I know, I can hear the influence here. Oh, I can hear the influence there. And when you think about, you know, because you've met those people now, like those people that were inspired by, and you've met them now. You know, you talked about putting together that stage in New York very recently, getting involved in so much more of what you do other than the production, putting stagecraft together, putting songs and lyrics together. What do you think for you would be like a career high? Like if you were to plan out a trajectory for yourself for the next 5 or 10 years, what do you want to see for yourself?
I definitely think on the music, like EDM sides, like continuing to tour around like that kind of stage and golden era style music and reaching more audiences with that side. Kind of like side quest vibes. I've been starting to score some short films. I think scoring a feature film is really cool. Especially like it's such a different kind of, everything's different than making EDM. It's like I shorted it a couple of years ago. Some friends like set in Korean wartime. So it's like I had to like look at traditional instruments and not use as many synths and like write it 3-4 times instead of 4/4. And like, it's cool to do all these different, I don't know, find different textures and instruments and stuff. So I think doing a feature length film would be really cool at some point. It just takes a long time. A 20-minute short took me a lot longer than I thought it would to score. So I think the label will be upset with me if I take time out to do a feature without having my album done first. So yeah, those are like kind of two goals. Keep like expanding my music. I have another album coming this year, and I don't know. Hope.
When is that album coming out?
TBD, like April,
TBD,
maybe. It's also the title is TBD. We had a good idea for one, and then there's also a movie coming out with that title next year that's going to be really big. So we're like,
Well, now we're all getting.
I guess it's not coming out. So like, I'm not going to be a title. We were going to call it Odyssey, and then like Christopher Nolan movie seems like that's also going to be like a blockbuster. I'm like, damn, like
that could be your in. I mean, you're into scoring it.
Maybe it's supposed to happen.
You can hear your album right next to the movie, and you're like, wait a minute,
it worked. We're going deeper. This will be like, okay, there's a movie coming. Like, okay, we can probably still name the album that. And then there's another artist named Millennium who's like a massive EDM artist. He announced a Sphere show called Odyssey and an album. So it's we're like, oh, it's just a movie. It's just a Sphere show. It's like, now there's another album. So maybe we need to like,
we gotta move on.
So we're coming up with another name. But we had like hats made already for this music video shoot. And I have a bunch of like 200 hats with like Odyssey kind of branding written on the top.
I guess what would happen if you take the A out or the
if you just change the letter?
Take 2 of them out or something and just call it something else.
For you, in terms of just pure enjoyment, the lineups that they can get, what the crowd energy is like. What is the best festival to attend and to play?
I mentioned Beld earlier. For me, it's like I said, home crowds here. Ultra in Miami also shows me a lot of love and gives me really good set times, and the lineups are amazing there. And my whole management teams from Miami is always like kind of feels like a second home-ish for me to go down there. So like everyone's around. My fiance's from Miami too, so her family's down there. So those kind of two. I think Beld and Ultra are my two kind of favorites.
Get to Beld next year.
Yeah. We forgot about that. You're going to be married next year too, so you're going to take a break too. That's happening next
that's an important one.
That's an important one. Do you have everything ready to go? Got a suit going? And
not yet. I got like 11 months. It's going to be next September.
Oh, next September.
Yeah, so I got Chanel is handling most of it. My fiance. So I'm getting involved in music and food. I'm deferring to her on everything else. Whatever you want, colors.
That's the way. See, he knows.
Design, decor. He knows. It's all her.
If you could pick a color, what would it be?
I know
Chanel,
the color.
I'm helping you out here. Yeah,
I know what it is. I have to choose cornflower blue. That's the color.
I mean, you were never like, hey, we just got that really cool ring built on the stage in New York. We couldn't use it for walking down the aisle.
Yeah, jump through it.
Yeah.
Congratulations on everything. Really,
Thank
it's
you.
good. Next year seems like it's going to be a big year as well for you. So we're looking forward to all of it. So thank you.
And you got two Chris's you got to work with, Martin and Nolan.
Yes.
So happen.
Yes, it's going to happen.
There's going to be a third Chris. If we think of a third one, let me know.
Right on. Thanks,
I know. Thank you.
Thank you guys for
Appreciate it.
having me.
That was
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thank you.